Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. I am really excited for the design that I'm going to do in this one, and if it doesn't turn out like on my nails how it looks in my head, I'm going to be really gutted because in my head it looks really good. So I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm going to be working with first of all, like I usually do, just to get that out of the way. Today is for day 12 of the Sparkle Swirls UK Advent Calendar, and that is the Zia Exotic Love red crystals. So we're going to be using those in this video. You all probably know by now, if you do watch my videos quite often, that I'm not really a crystal person. So it's not going to actually, like, the design isn't going to be centered around the crystals, if that makes sense. The crystals are just going to be in it. Because I'm not really someone who uses crystals very much, so I'm not very good at incorporating them, but I usually just put a couple around the bottom sort of thing. But we're also going to use Glamour Gel 13, which is beautiful. I talk about these, what's it called, all the time, these gels. I'm just opening it because I've accidentally pulled the little lid thing off of this one, so it's harder to open. There's usually a little tab there, but I've accidentally pulled it off, so I'm just gonna, oh gosh, I'm just gonna do that. There we go. So this is the Glamour Gel we're going to be using. It's an absolutely beautiful colour. It's such a nice bright red and really, really glittery, of course. So I'm going to be using that. And then I've also paired up a foil with everything as well, which is this. It is also from Sparkle Swirls UK, and it is Red Star. We're just going to be using that in a patchy sort of effect on top of the Glamour Gel. And then I've got some plates here, which I'm not 100% sure which ones I'm going to be using yet, but I've got a few to choose from. They're all just cheap ones. The majority of my plates are. I've got, well actually no, that's a lie. My big plates are not, typically. They are all Moira or clear jelly stamper and stuff, and then the smaller ones are typically cheap ones. So just from places that sell them cheap, like in big, not big, but in little bundles, like Amazon, Shein, anywhere really. Sparkle Swirls UK actually do really cheap, what's it called, foils, so definitely worth having a look on there as well if you're in need of some. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So I have got my peel off base coat on already, and I'm using the gel bottle one today, which is called Creator Base. So let's get straight into it. So on the pinky nail, we're going to be doing a French nail. So I just need to get my palette at the ready for me to do that with, and then my brush. I'm just using this brush again. It's just another cheap one from wherever, one of those places that I named earlier. Should probably move my drink out of the way of my little acetone pump, else that's going to taste really dodgy. Had to bring hot chocolate in with me because one, I have to have hot chocolate every evening now, it's that time of year, and two, it is freezing in my conservatory. Well, it's not anymore, luckily. I've had the heating on for a little while before I came in here, but it was absolutely freezing before that. So I'm just giving my red Glamour Gel a little bit of a stir just to mix the colour up with the flakes, and then I'm just going to take a dollop of it. Not too much because I only really need the dollop for the French. I'm just going to place that on my palette so I can really get my brush through it. So let's get straight into it. We're doing the French on the pinky in red. So I'm just going to go straight in with that. Oh, actually, thinking about it, no, I'm going to do this second because we're doing a French with the white and red, and obviously red is going to cover white a lot easier than the other way around. So we'll do the white corner first, and then the red. So I'm using the plastics from Gel Box UK. This is my go-to white now, to be fair. So if I'm using white in a video, unless I state otherwise, it is typically this one. It's always the first one that I reach for. I'm not really organised for this video at all. I've usually got everything sort of like on my desk and ready to use, but I won't say why, but basically we had someone come and look at the house the other day, so I needed to have it nice and tidy. So I'm going to go straight in with my white. So we're doing like that V French that I absolutely love because it's just so versatile. You can do it with any colours. Super, super quick and easy. A lot less hassle and faffing than a normal French. So much easier. I do want them to overlap slightly, so I'm just going to make sure that that goes a little bit past the middle of the free edge. Like so, and the same thing is going to be on the index finger, but I'm going to do it the other way around on this one just so it's not exactly the same. So I'm going to pop my white on the right hand side. It's always easier to do one than the other, and I don't know why, but I suppose it's just the angle of how you hold your brush and stuff like that. I always find it easier to paint the other side than this one. Those little lumps and bumps on the nails, by the way, are just like dust or whatever it is that I've somehow managed to trap underneath the peel off base coat, so it's too late now to sort it out, but it'll look smoother once it's all top coated and stuff at the end. And of course I am going to just be taking them off straight away, so it doesn't really matter that they're not perfect. So that's those two, and then the ring finger is going to be a full glitter nail with the foil on top, so we're just going to go ahead and apply that to that nail. These glamour gels, I know I'm using them a lot lately, but I do tend to use them a lot more at Christmas. I mean, I'm clearly not working on clients this year, but if I was, they'd be out all the time because they're just so popular. They're so glittery, all of the colours, like, it doesn't matter which colour you have, they all look Christmassy because of how sparkly they are, and I don't know why, but glitter is just Christmassy, isn't it? So they're all definitely well used at this time of year, so I'm just using them anyway, just like I would if I was working. So that's that, and then the middle finger, sorry, not ring finger, I've just done that, is going to be a half and half nail with like the natural colour that I've got and the red. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So we need a nice, hopefully as straight as possible line. I'm going to do the red on the side that the red is on the ring finger, and then just go down there. I've got to be really careful that I don't mess this up too much, because I'm not going to be able to remove it if I do, because I'm painting straight onto the peel off base. So I can't just wipe it off like I usually would and then start again. I'm just getting that as neat as I can, and then we'll basically just fill in the gap. You could obviously use a bigger brush for this and it'd be a lot quicker, but this brush is in my hand, so it's the one that I'm using. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to pop this whole hand, of course, because I don't know how I was going to put any less than a whole hand in the lamp. But I'm going to put this hand in the lamp. This is what we look like so far. So it's going in for a full cure. So now we're on the second step. I'm going to do the other half of the French nails with the red. And then again on my pinky. So that's those two nails, the French part of them done. And then ring finger and middle finger. The ring finger, I'm going to do another coat, or actually I'm just going to do another coat on both. Just because, like I said, we're only doing the patchy sort of effect with the foil, so we are going to be able to see this around the foil, so we do want it to be nice coverage. But for the middle nail, I will use this brush that I'm using this time. I don't really need it on the middle nail, to be fair, but because I went in with a nail art brush. That tends to help with coverage, but we'll do a second anyway, just because I can. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I'm going to pop them into the lamp again. Okay, so next step is we're going to do some stamping now. So this is what the nails are looking like at the moment, by the way. So I'm going to use this image here for the ring finger because I just think it's the cutest thing. No, that's not the next step. Sorry, I've completely forgot. Oh gosh, pulling the phone off. To do the foil step. So let's just completely ignore what I just said and start afresh. So I'm going to apply my foil gel to everywhere that the red, what's it called, is basically. What's it called? Red foil. No, red glamour gel. That's the one. I got that in the end. I'm applying this everywhere that is, including these corners, because I want them all to look uniform. Okay, and then I'm going to pop them in the lamp for 30 seconds only, because that is a half cure of this gel. I'm going to cut some of my foil off so it's a bit easier to use. I'm just going to apply it to my corners first, because I need to make sure that I don't put it near the white, of course, because that is not where I want it. So I've just popped that there. I'm going to do the same thing on this nail, like so. And then I'm going to apply it down I'm just using the straight edges of the foil to do this, it's much easier. Tap, 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 pull it off. Like I said, only want like the patchy effect, so I'm not worried about it being perfect. I'm just popping it on, ripping it off, and just letting it land where it lands, basically. If it doesn't stick somewhere, it doesn't stick, it's not a problem. So this is what it looks like so far. Very, very shiny. That's what we love to see. So now, I'm not lying, we are going in with the stamping now. So I'm just going to put lids on stuff that I don't need anymore, because I'm really good at having a massive clean up to do at the end of a video, and I'm over it. So I'm using this image here, and it's a is it a Born Pretty plate? Yeah, BPL032 is the plate, and I'm using this image here for my middle nail. We're going to apply that in the centre, so it's like on the half and half sort of look. So let's just do that straight away. So I'm just going to clean off my plate with a bit of acetone first things first, just to make sure that there's nothing on there that shouldn't be, and then go over with my finger to make sure there's no cotton left over. And then luckily I did actually remember to get some new white stamping polish, because I knew I was going to be using it a lot at this time of year. And I actually really like that one as well, that's really cute. I don't know if I should try that. I'm going to have a look at what that looks like on my stamper and see if I like it or not. Yeah, I love that. We're going to stick with that because that is beautiful. Just need to get rid of the excess bits. Make sure that they're not going to stick somewhere. And then I'm just going to go straight in and hopefully place it where I need it to go. So I want it to be as central as possible on that halfway, on that line in the middle, like so. The vision is coming to life. So just to fill in the gap above and below that, I am going to pop a little dot, because you know what I'm like, I have to put dots somewhere, don't I? So I'm just going to place one just above and just below, like so. It's not necessary and doesn't really do anything, but I like dots, so I'll always find a way of incorporating them. So now I've done that, the ring finger, like I said, is going to be that full image of the boots and candy cane. So that's what we're doing next. So again, I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and clean. Go over my finger, and then also make sure my stamp is clean. Where's my polish? There it is. And then we're just going to go straight in, pop the polish on the top. 45 degree, oh gosh, 45 degree angle, that's probably ruined it, but we'll give it a go, see what it's like. Yeah, no, we're not going to use that one. So we're going to do all those steps again, but without actually popping, well, accidentally putting my cotton pad on top, basically. Also just going to place a little bit of lint-free wipe just above it. I'm trying to get it in shot, but not like, not too blinding for the camera basically because of the reflection. Okay, let's try that again. There we go, much better. So I'm just going to get rid of all this around the outside. It's less to remove from my finger. And then, like I said, that one is just going onto the ring finger. So I want to make sure we've got boots, stars and candy canes on there, which we do, which is fab. So I am going to clean that up now. You can do it after as well. Like if you want a top coat and then clean up, you can do that. But I like to do it before. So this is what we look like. And then, like I said, we're just going to add some crystals. So I'm just going to pop a couple on here just because it's there and easy to access. I'm not putting loads on, don't want overkill. In fact, I might even literally just do one down here and one up there, because I don't want it to be too over the top, because I'm happy with how they look. So I'm going to stick them on with my red gel polish, with my red polish, just because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to get a builder gel or anything out, and obviously I don't need them to last ages because I'm going to be peeling them off in a sec. So I'm just going to pop them on with that. I've got my picker upper thingy next to me, just not ready obviously, because when is everything ready for me? And then I'm just going to pop them on. Like so. So this is what we look like now. I'm going to pop this in the lamp. I don't even know whether to pop one in the middle of that snowflake. Will that look strange? Oh gosh. I'm not sticking it on yet. I'm literally just going to rest it on just to see. Oh, that actually looks really cute. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put another dot in the middle of that snowflake. Even that looks really pretty. So if I wasn't using crystals, I'd have probably just left it at that. There we go. I actually love what that's done. That's beautiful. Very good. So I'm going to pop these in the lamp now for a full cure, and then I will quickly top coat off camera and then show you what they look like when they come out of the lamp. So here is the finished set. I absolutely love how these have turned out. They are so beautiful, and I'm really sad to have to take them off, to be honest with you. These are not really my style because I'm not really a red nail sort of, gosh, that's bright. There we go, that's readjusted. I'm not really a red nail sort of person, but you know, even I think I would love to keep these on, so that's really sad. Sorry, I was just preoccupied there because I was taking thumbnail photos. But yeah, I really love how they turned out. How absolutely beautiful are they? I love the foil and glitter effect. You can see the stars in the foil very, what's the word, like subtly. They're really pretty. And I really love how they've turned out. So luckily they turned out in person how they looked in my head before I did them, which is good, because a lot of the time I have this vision and then I do it and they look nothing like it, and then I get really annoyed because it was a waste of time. But anyway, these weren't a waste of time. Sorry about the noises in the background. The dog's doing a rounds of the room for no reason, as usual. Anyway, so we're going ahead with the removal now, obviously, as you can see. Very sad to see them go, but they've got to go. She's found something on the floor that she's eating that I know she shouldn't be, because nothing in this room is particularly for her. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit that's stuck at the bottom up. The area around my cuticle area is rough because I filed it just before applying my peel off base coat, because there was a bit of glitter stuck there from a previous set that I'd done. So that is why it's sticking a bit better to those areas. I thought that was going to come off in many pieces then, so it's nice shock when it all came off in one still. There we go. perfect as always. I really love this peel off base coat, by the way. Definitely recommend it if anyone is looking for one. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.